What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here. Hope you're having a good day and welcome back to another edition of the world's first. Of course, if you're still enjoying the series, please go and hit that like button. Now today, as I said in the last episode, we definitely be playing Barnsley and Crewe since they're the last two matches of the season, but an opportunity has presented itself. A situation has arose, and that situation is we could possibly get promotion a game early. So that's why we're going to be taking on Coventry today as well. Let's take a look at the matches which have gotten us this far. And as you can take a look from the last live con, we've only played 5 matches, and in those 5, we've only lost once, which is good enough to keep our record as it is. We came away with 2 wins, 2 draws as well. The 2 wins coming against Carlisle and Walsall, who are sitting down in 20th and lower place. The draws coming against Wickham and Chesterfield, both of them sitting around the top 10, so they were trying to get that final push up into playoff positions, and it doesn't look like it's going to do that now. And then a weird loss to Bristol City, who was just sitting smack dab in the middle of the table. They came out, they wanted it more, and they were able to get all 3 points against us. But like I said, that doesn't actually hurt our position as we're still sitting in first place. We are 5 points clear of second and 6 points clear of dropping all the way down into the playoff spots, which means all we need is 1 point out of these next 3 matches, and we got ourselves promotion up into the championship. And not only that, if you take a look at the gap, I might be gunning to actually go after a league title. We have not won a league title since all the way back in the very first season, which would have been, what, the Northern Premier League Division 1 South, something convoluted like that. We haven't won a league title since back in level 8. So if anything, I'm going to try and gun for a league title now, actually get some more silverware for this club, because this club absolutely deserves it. Getting promotions through all these playoffs, no more. I want a league title, and I want to get it today. Well, we're still going to be out a couple of starting players due to injury or suspension. Win Stanley is still out another couple of weeks due to his injured heel, and then Zeki Frere's picking up the yellow card limit. He's going to be out for a match. Meaning that today the lineup is going to be as follows. We're going to have Jack Bonham in net, Baba Rowley, Angel, and Sam Kelly. Not at all a standard back line, but this is what we're going to go with today. Jean Amena, Lester, Dusab, and Steele along the middle. Of course, Amena and Steele, the wingers. I want their pace and I want their crossing ability. Get it up to the 2 men up front. And those 2 today will be Matthew Lynch and Andy Beasley. We have Bassett, we have Steer on the bench, and super subs they are. Hopefully one of those 4 can get us some goals today, and we get ourselves a victory. Let's kick off, see what happens, cross fingers. It has not been a turn up for the books so far, as 22 minutes gone, we finally hit our first highlight. Opts to go inside to Lester, to Lynch, back to Beasley. I like this 1-2 passing, saved by the keeper and Hall, and nobody was there to pick up the rebound for the open net. Coventry on a break after a really bad pass. They get it through to Whitbread. There are a couple of blue shirts in the box, bombing forward, but it's a good save by Bonham as the striker just stopped dead in his tracks, waited to line up his shot. And now that is being turned into a counter by Coventry. Smith takes it to the byline to Whitbread. What is going on? No, 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 no! Come on! That's some bullshit and you know it. What is this pinball bullshit? Rowley smacking it off a couple players. A shot comes in off a couple players, and it conveniently falls to a Coventry player, and he smacks into the back of the net, and they take the lead. If it turns out we lose based off of that dumbass goal, I'm not going to be happy. Hopefully we can turn around in the second half, score a goal ourselves, at least come out of here clawing with a point. I cannot go down like this. 50 minutes left to go. Nice pass from Amena up to Steer, but there are no red shirts helping him out. Amena, if he could just pass it off. No, he decides to shoot. And Jean Amena playing down the middle, coming inside, levels it up with 14 minutes to go. There we go. Took us long enough, but finally we're on the scoreboard. It was a great setup off of a corner kick by Coventry, cleared away out to Steer, which set up this entire passing sequence, finishing off with Jean Amena. 1 minute left to go. Lynch through to Steer. He's in on net. Oh, almost had the winner right there. Some great passing. They slip it through the Coventry defense. Can we fashion a chance here in the last few seconds? No. Can't get anything, and it's going to end in a 1-1 draw. Could have ended 1-0 were it not for some pinball-y bullshit, but justice is served. We get away with a point. So the magic numbers now are just 2 if I want to get automatic promotion up into the championship, and 3 if I'm going to win the League One title. So as I said before, I need to win one of these matches to get that title. Can we do it versus Barnsley? And this is how we're going to line up versus 5th place Barnsley. We're going to go once again Jack Bonham in net, Marsh Brown, Raleigh Angels, Zeki Friars coming back off of his suspension to make up the back line. The mid 4 will consist of Amena, Winstanley, Gallagher, and Steele. Up front, we're going to have Matthew Lynch again, but he's going to be partnered with Anthony Steer, and hopefully that Stryton partnership can get us the goals today and get us the win, give us the League One title. But of course, all that remains to be seen. Let's kick off and see what happens. Jean Amena, free kick coming inside. It's a foul in the box. Barnsley giving away a penalty kick, and we could take the lead right here with 12:41 on the clock. Stepping up to take the shot, Matthew Lynch. Surprised it's not Anthony Steer, but then again, none of my players have above a 9 in penalty kicks. So cross fingers. Matthew Lynch gets it past the goalkeeper. It's 1-0 to Sheffield, firing it under the keeper. And just like that, we got ourselves a lead. We can get a quick double fire here if Barnsley are not careful. Ball through to Jack Steele, turns around his man, it's Matthew Lynch, and within a span of 2 minutes, we go up 2-0. Come on, boys. Matthew Lynch's 19th goal of the season. He has been a prime time player for us, coming in on loan, yes, from Huddersfield, but if there's a way that we can get him in next season, ooh, we're going to have a good strike team. Free kick, Jean Amena, just past the half-hour mark. Ball coming inside. It's off the crossbar. Oh, what a blunder by the Barnsley back line. Jake Gallagher comes in and mops up his first goal of the season, and it's a 3-0 rout right now. Let's take a look at this in 3 dimensions. It was a really poor clearance away. I'm pretty sure Willis was trying to go over the back of the net, but anytime you head it towards net, that's really dangerous. Fortunately, we were there to pounce on it. And now Barnsley coming on the counterattack. It's inside, and the goalkeeper, I don't know what you were doing there. You stopped. You stopped before the ball even crossed the line. Bonham, what were you doing? It's a decent cross in. We had a defender there. Oh, that's a shitty goalkeeping effort. Halftime, not making any changes. We're doing well enough out there. Let's go see this one out. Time has just been ticking away. There have not been a lot of highlights in this second half, and the clock is now down to just 1 minute and change. Cross coming in, it's over the bar. Could have had a 4th goal right there. There was just 1 measly minute of stoppage time on the clock, but it doesn't matter. There it is. And we have the League One title in our hands. A 3-1 victory against Barnsley. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, but in the end, we get it done, and we can consider ourselves champions and promoted up into the championship. I'm going to give these guys a big congratulations. They deserve every bit of it. There it is in all its glory. Sheffield win League One. And what type of monies do we get? Board set initial budget. We get a budget of £2.5 million and a transfer budget of just under $1 million. I'm going to use that to the fullest extent that I can in the offseason, try and bring in enough players that'll give us a little bit of competitive edge in the championship for next season. But yeah, like I said, final match versus Crew. So in this final match, they're just going to throw out a formation for shits and giggles. We're going to go with the 4-3-3 and see how it does today. A little bit of a formation change. Of course, personnel change as well. Cameron McCullough is going to start this final match in net. Marsh Brown, Raleigh, Angel, and Friars along the back line. Dusab's the defensive mid. Winstanley and Lester, the 2 center mids. And the 3 guys up front, Steer, Bassett, and Beasley. Let's check out and see how we do. 10 minutes on, we've already had several shots before this. Marsh Brown inside to Winstanley. Back of the net. 1-0. I mean, look at this passing. We're just all over Crew. I love it. I absolutely love it. 60% possession, 16 shots, 6 of them being on target, only 1 goal, but several chances for others. Let's see if we can finish the job, get a couple more goals, and end this season on a high note. Well, I'd like to say this match was very exciting, but with 25 shots and 9 of them being on target, the computer decided that none of them were key, except for the 1 goal. But either way, it is what it is. It's 3 points, it's a win, and we end ourselves on a high note. 1-0 to Sheffield, and the final table is as follows. Good win, boys. 86 points, through 46 matches, 4 points clear of Colchester, who are also coming up with us to the championship, and then 8 points fully clear of the playoff spots, which is now held by Fleetwood. Fleetwood, Crawley, Barnsley, and Yeovil are your playoff teams. Well, of course, as the season comes to a close, we need to break down how everybody did on the team, how many goals, how many assists, overall average rating, and then taking a look towards the future. So as you can see, top goal scorers for the club are, of course, the two loanies in Matthew Lynch and Andy Beasley, getting 19 and 12 respectively. Anthony Steer not having his best season whatsoever, getting just 9 goals total, when in previous seasons he was getting double digits. But I guess that's because of the additions of Lynch and Beasley taking away all those goals. But you can't fault me for doing it. Lynch and Beasley turned it on in this season and did extremely well for this club. So I'm absolutely justified in saying that it was an okay season bringing those two in. Leading assister for the club is another loanee, Mark Winstanley, the only person getting double digits in assists with 10. Then you have Lynch, Amena, and Kewan Marsh-Brown, all with 8, coming in second place. Everybody really got in on the action. More than half the team got at least 1 assist, so it's not like they were just all coming from one person. And then overall average rating, the third different loanee player getting the top honors for this club, Alfie Lester, with a 7.54 average rating. I honestly thought it was going to be Jean Amena this season, but he's sitting down there in third place with a 7.45. Mark Winstanley just behind Lester with a 7.53. So yes, it was nice to have all those loanee players come in, but now all of them are going to be going away. And I know I'm probably going to try and re-sign some of them because they did so well, but at the same time, I have other positions that I'm going to be losing players on. Taking a look at when those contracts are up, from the loanee players all the way up to the top, that's half my roster. That's half my roster that I am not going to re-sign because they have just shown that they are not good, or they're aging and their stats are decreasing. So there really is no reason for me to bring them back, especially if I'm moving up to the championship and the level of play is going to be so much faster, so much better than what they're currently playing at. Like I said, I might try to bring back in one of these 5 loan players, maybe 2, maybe 3, depending on contract disputes if with the original club. I don't know. All I know is I want to try and get as many players that came in and won this league this season for next season. But that's all for this season. Thanks again for watching. We got ourselves a big task ahead of us, staying in the championship, trying to find players that can play for us that will play in the championship. I got a lot on my mind and a lot to do over the offseason, so hopefully you stick around and see how we do next season in our first time in the championship. So until that time, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Of course, if you like what you saw, go and smash that like button. Lets me know that you're still interested in the series. And of course, if you're new to the series and the channel in general, go and hit that subscribe button. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else at all, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.